The event was just awesome. It was just such an improvement from the previous one back in 2022. You know, more people, more engagement, more fun, and just to see over 200 people attend was just amazing. It was just amazing. Years and years and years ago, we wouldn't talk about cancer. We wouldn't talk about cancer within our community. So coming to an event like this where you have lived experience people who have prostate cancer or breast cancer, and they're now coming and talking about their experiences, it's awesome that now other people feel that they can also talk about their experiences as well.
A conference like this is really important in the sense that it's in the heart of the community. We can do a lot of work, and us in our hospital or in the primary care, but we can't just wait for people to come to us. It's really important to actually come to our community and be in the heart. So conference like this is perfect spot.
That's all what the whole Can You See Me program as well, that's what it's about. It's about us as an organisation going into communities and having those settings. So we are going into, like, we're doing coffee shops, going into churches, into mosques, going into libraries and having those conversations that people just wouldn't normally have, and by doing that, we're making, hopefully, cancer a topic that is easy to talk about, and the stigma, trying to break down that stigma which has always been around cancer.
Cancer touches all of us, and I think many of us in this room have already been touched by cancer, or we have family and friends that have been touched by cancer. That's why this conference is so important.
Can you see me? It just really resonates with me. Can you see me? Really? Can you see me? I'm here, I'm alive. And yeah, I'm really grateful. And it's just good that there's such a community to help you, because in my journey, yes, I had friends and stuff, but when there's a community of people that understand how cancer can make you feel emotionally, mentally, physically, it's wow.
But the need for myself has been very, very permanent over the last few months. Some of you guys will know that I lost my mum to cancer just 2 months ago. Wasn't sure how I was going to take today. I said I lost my mum only 2 months ago, and to be here talking about cancer, but also that she was here 18 months ago when we were doing this. So to actually now be back in the same place and where she was sitting, to now actually talk about cancer. But as I said, I just want to thank everyone who supported me through the journey. And it was so nice that journey that I went through, I've also been able to talk to my team and say, guys, listen, this is how it is, and we have to make sure anyone who picks up that phone or emails us, we want to make sure that they are supported just like how I was supported.
I'm here today to share in this wonderful conference and to listen to the experiences of others. It's important because it brings the community together, and it enables other people to talk about their experiences, and also to look at what we can do to improve systems, but also to encourage people to look after themselves, to take cancer seriously, and to go and get themselves checked.
A conference like this is really important because we need to come together as a community. We need to network and understand what's available to the patients, to carers, anybody who's going on the cancer journey. So we just really want to kind of get out there, mingle with other people and help support the community.
So we want to make sure that everybody's included in cancer support. So coming to events like this is really important. We want to make sure we're reaching out to the communities to get them to come in and tell them they're very welcome. We're very inclusive of that. We want to have more representation within Maggie. So it's a big push of us as a charity. So coming to events like this is so helpful, just so people can be made aware, get our leaflet, we can tell them who we are, what they're entitled to.
I think the reason that conferences like this are so important is because it's so important to engage with the community and to hear people's voices and to try and talk to people about what they think will work to help to reduce ethnic health inequalities. I think cancer is something that affects everybody.
we are all different. We have people talking even just down to the energy advice. We know that, certain people with cancer, they have to be in a warm home. So actually we want the person who can actually save money on their bills to actually be here giving them advice. So we had organisations here, just particularly for men as well. Once again, we know that men don't normally talk. So actually we've got a really good organisation who's able to talk to men, bring men together, and hopefully just break down all those barriers. I can't stress enough how much the barriers within our communities are. So actually to have all of these storeholders that somebody can say, can I have some help please, is beautiful. We heard today from a lady who said, oh, but my doctor only gives me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and you maybe heard her say, when I was young, you guys used to call me all the time. Now I'm older, I need the help, you guys aren't calling me no more. So that's a whole conversation that we need to have with doctors. But it's a lot. It is so much. And, the pressure on the doctors as well. But we need to try and see actually what more can they do. And maybe that's where our organisation comes in as well. Because if the doctor cannot spend enough time with them, actually they might be able to then refer them to us where we can spend that time and then work with the doctors going forward. We've heard so much statistics today with, black people there, African Caribbean, black British, and that we're always the lowest in whatever. And I think today's conference just empowered the NHS people who are here today to say we need to be included in whatever decisions they're making, whatever programs they're making, and whatever research they're doing, they need to include people like us.
No, it's not about controlling, it's about understanding. You wear my shoe and I will meet you with the lace.
Hey, you're not wrong. Give me the mic.
So what's next for us is as I said, we've been commissioned for the next 3 years as well to deliver another 5 conferences. So we're hoping to be in Wandsworth in September. And then we also got another event here in this very building in September as well. My word, that's 2 events in September. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. But we're definitely going to be bringing this to Wandsworth, to Sutton, to Merton, to Kingston and to Richmond as well over the next 3 years. And it's so needed.